Good childrens. Today we are discussing about the our Earth. Our Earth. So Earth is a planet in our solar system. There is a eight planets. Earth is also one of the planet in our solar system. We live on Earth. We live on Earth along with that like a millions of the other animals, plants, microorganism. So in this way, after long period, there is a conflict between that like a humans for the purpose of comfortable life. So conflicts are started that for that long we have looked at that like a earth is a storehouses. We live on this earth. Earth is a storehouse. Earth is a storehouse. So there is a number of that. There is so many minerals available in at there. So we have looked at that like a earth is a storehouse of resources which we can exploit that use and tell gradually the realizing reducing the natural resources. Example of forests, hills, plateaus, and so on that. So this resulted what we are calling that like a environmental crisis. Environmental crisis. So here and also like a global warming also there. Today we see that like in the present situation also there in overall that like a worldwide humans also they are that like a using overusing of that like a mineral. That's why it's lead to that like a environmental crisis, global warming, and also to pollute that like a pollute what water, pollute water, soil, air, air. So like this, water also polluted, air also polluted, and automatically they. So we are understanding that how it's work and that like what we do and that like what we do with that like each other there. So in our yet human beings also that like they are using in different in their own way there. Example of that like a restless to take that like a minerals from that like a also there, to cut that like a natural resources like a forest also there. So these are all there. So that's why earth is a big store of that like a It is a big store to hold that like a humans. And also that like in previous classes we studied the diversity in India, the diversity in India, the different people, different places, and like a different climatic conditions. Completely diversity we find on that like a it also right. So how to use the forest, soil, water, mineral, and the earth following for like a we are that land in the set like a in this four chapters means that like a lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Jai. So these are that like a connected to that like a, from one to another, connect to that like a each other. So this is that like a information about the earth. So next one, our universe, the sun and earth. The universe, the universe, our universe, the sun and the earth. The sun and the earth. In our universe also there is a planets, stars. Okay, we are finding that like our universe side. For thousands of that like years, human have been looking into that like a sky and try to understanding that how that like a objects they are that like a shine there. So people they are looking there, understanding that like that objects right, how they are moving, how they are that like a rotating that, how they are that like a revolving right. So these are all people they are understanding that. So here these are all like a earth and sun. So and first of all the people they are thinking they are understanding that earth is a middle that all that like a other things they are around it like a earth. So after that one, after that one day, and the people thought that the earth was that like a pyramid, like a stationary, all that went round it. About that like a 500 years ago, the scientists came up with that like a new understanding. Earth is not in that like a middle of everything there. Like they are that understanding that. So after so many years, after so many years, in the beginning, people think about Earth. Earth is middle of that the all. Laterly, laterly, later people understanding, people understanding. Earth is not middle. Earth is not in the middle. Earth is not in it like a middle. So it is actually moving around the Sunday. Actually, moving around the sun. So laterly, so after some years later, people they are understanding that like a new theory there. So that actually moving around that like a Sunday. So and that like the sun is itself also moving and that like a countless stars in that like a sky are actually so many suns. So during the last hundreds are that like years people have that even figured that the stars are that like a born they grown and will even like a die also right. So how that like a the earth moving around the sun right? Stars also they are that like a is moving that we find that like a so many stars, so many suns also we find in our universe. Sometimes it's a bond that, sometimes it is that like a yes, even the die there. Next one, scientists have that like a figure out of that like a stars are actually a part of large groups. Allegedly, so after some years, alleged scientists, the scientists, the scientists, after scientists figured that like a large groups of stars. So after some years later, scientists to give new information, new information about that like a group of stars or information about a a group of stars. This is called galaxy. This is called the yes galaxy. We find that like a number of the galaxies in our solar system, like a universe also, right? So even today that when we look into that like a science today, we find that like a group of stars from here they and next one also they like we find that like a number of galaxies or that millions of the galaxies in that like a universe they are that like a way of that like a universe itself that like a started on that like a 13.7 billion years ago there. The universe started the universe started the universe started 13.7 millions, 13.7 billions years ago. Right? So, this is the universe, sun, and that like a earth also. Right? So, next one, earth as a planetary body. Next topic, right? Our universe, it is started at 13.7 billion years ago. There. Starting that like people they are understanding yet exactly the middle in that like universe but laterly people also they are understanding it is not in the middle of that like universe so yet and planets So many things also that like they are that spin around that like a sun giant. Next, Earth as a planetary body. Earth as a planetary Earth as a planetary body. So the Earth rotates on its own axis. So in this day, planetary body is a rotation, a revolution. We are learned in that like in this topic that rotation, rotation, and revolution. A revolution. We are learned in this. So the Earth rotates on its own axis and goes around it like a sun in that like a different orbit. This is that like a Earth, the Earth. Yet the moving of that like a Earth from west to east, west to east. So the Earth moving spin around itself. So this path axis rotation, the earth, the earth rotate itself, itself. That is called rotation, rotation. So once that like the earth, where there is a starting point, for example, like this is the starting point here, right? Once that like a earth move itself, one time it is completed there. Now today we call that like that is a one day, 24 hours, approximately 24 hours. So axis, what is a axis? Axis. Axis means axis means the path of the rotation of earth, the of path of the earth rotation. So this is that. This is so we call that like a this is axis when the earth on itself, when that like a on itself, that is called that like a rotation. The path of that like a rotation, the path of that like a earth rotation is called that like a axis, its own axis. When that sun, when the and another one like a revolution. So here there is a what are the causes of that like a rotation? There is a formation of that like a day and night. Day and night. The causes of, causes of, a rotation. rotation, formation of, formation of, formation of day and nights, day and nights. So, for example, this is that like a sun. When the sun is that like in the focus also like a, this is it. The half portion. It is called that like a yes light side. This is the day, and this is that like a, where there is a no light day. This is night. So rotation causes day and nights. Next one, revolution. When the earth spin around around the sun, around the sun. So here this is that like a, this is sun. So here there is a earth also. So this is called a orbit. So when the earth is spin around that like a sun, is called a revolution. Revolution causes formation of that like a seasons. Formation of formation of seasons also formation. The formation seasons right. Orbit. What is a orbit? When the earth spinning around that like a Sunday. So when the earth spin around it Sunday, the moving of that like a earth path is called path is called that like a orbit. So with the help of that like a revolution, there is a formation of that like a in seasons, in our that like a or that like a old wise also there. Old wise also there. So this is the unlike a, the actually the Earth is orbit nearly unlike a here the nearest point of the Earth, nearest point of that like a sun, or that like a, the Earth closest point of the sun day, near the farthest point of that like a the Earth's farthest point of about that like a 152 million kilometer from the sun day, the Earth closest point from the sun day 147 million kilometers. Farthest point 152 million kilometers. Closest points from Sunday 147 million kilometers. It's a very small day. And also that like the earth also travels around that like a sun. The earth. The earth also travel around a that like a sun. It's take a time day 365 and a half days. 365 and a half days ahead. Once the earth spin around it like a Sunday, 365 and a half days ahead. Means we are called also that like a 1 year. 1 year that how that like a the earth also spin around itself. Spin around itself. It is that like a nearly 24 hours are called that like a one day. Same in like a revolution also there is a 1 year day. What is that year to spend around that like a Sunday? 1 year. So this is the that information about that like the planetary bodies of that like a year day. Rotation, revolution. Rotation, revolution day. And another one, the earth travels around the sun also that like a speed 1,07,200 kilometers speed per hour day. 1,07,200 kilometers per hour at the speed also there. It's a very high day, but we are not called because of that like Earth is a magnetic day. It's a big magnetic day. So this is that like a about that like a the planetary body of the Earth day. So what is the meaning of Earth? What is the meaning of Earth? Earth is actually it is a Greek word. The Greek word earth means that like ground, soil, dry land. Earth earth means earth means dust, soil, dust, soil, dry land, dry land. Like they are that like yes, ground, and next one soil, and next one dry land. So this is that like the information. Actually, it is a Greek word eroth. In our language also, in our Sanskrit language also, we call that like a number of the names. They had like a Prithvi, Janani, or that like a yes, Dharani, Avani, etc. In many languages also, we call the so these are the different names we call the earth also. Next one, the evolution of the earth. The evolution of earth. The evolution of earth. Next one, the evolution of the earth. The evolution, the evaluation, evolution of the earth. End of that like a present how is that like the shape of that earth, present the shape of that like a continents, present the shape of that like a landforms. So now we are discussing about that like a evolution of earth. So how the formation of that like a earth. Most of that like a scientists are that like a the earth began that like a from that like a around that like a 400 of billions years ago. The earth reached it is a present position to that like a several phases. So for the purpose of that like a the earth like a is a round shaped day. It's like a long time. There is so many states also. There is so many space also there for the purpose of that like the present position of that like earth shaped day. So this is also discovered or that like to give information by that like so many scientists also there. Not only today, this is also that like that a half of the billions years ago there, millions years ago say At the time, the earth, the cloud, and that like a passed through that like a molten sea. At the time of that like a earth was very hot and was constantly bombarded by that like a massive rocks, other materials from that like a space. In this way, the size of that like a earth slowly it is developed. The earth also that like a developed. The shape of that like a earth also develop, and it's a growing also developmental stage also so like yet what is that like a interior part of that like a yet interior part of that like a so when that like in the big bang so the yet so when we are to boil that like any liquid in a vessel the lighter particles also that like a is come to that like a top portion or that like the heavier particles also that like a goes down So here that lighter particles when they go to that like a top after millions of that years it's becoming cool there is a formation of that like a crust also there. The bottom portion of that like these particles there is a formation of that like a mantle. So in this way even today onwards also that like the mantle is become a yes liquid to hot also so the rain filled with that like a great basin on that like a earth, crust with that like a water. This is that like a ocean were formed also there. The lighter particles also that like where there is a formation of that like a crust. Crust means we find that like a mountains also, plains also, plateaus also there. The low lying areas in that like a top of that like a yes crust also low lying areas completely filled with water. Today we call that water bodies are that like a yes oceans. So in like that way, there is a formation of that like a yes mountains and also formation of that like a yes oceans also there. So next, how is that like a what is the internal structure of Earth? The internal structure of next one, internal internal structure of the earth. Outer part there is a crust. Internal there is a yes mantle also there. Okay. Yes mantle also there. So this is like a next one. This is also that like a internal structure there. It is completely yes. This is that a earth. That this is a earth. This is that earth. First layer, second one, and third one there. So internal structure. The earth is made of that like a three main layers. The earth, the earth is made of three layers. So crust, second one mantle, third one core. Here also there is a inner, outer, inner core, outer core. So this is again, this is this is the crust. This is mantle, mantle, and next one, this is core. This is a core. This is like a that like a inner core, inner core, outer core. Now we are discussed about that like a these three layers. First one core, mantle, second one, third one, core. Cross, mantle, core. And one more example, when we see that like the egg, how is that like out part of that like egg? How is that like a next part of that like egg? That white color egg, and next one that like there is another one also that like a yellow color. So that is the example. There is a three layers: outer, mantle, and next one core egg. So out of that like a egg, it is a too difficult. Next one, it is that like a molten stage, and next one it is also that like a molten jet, like a core also that. So crust, as a crust. First one, crust. So we live on that like a outer part of the earth. Where we live today, we are all that like a human beings, all that like a microorganisms, all that like plants and animal. We are all live on the crust, the first layer of the earth, crust. We are all that like a live on that like a yes crust. So this is when we see that like the wrong side, this layer goes up to that like the depth of that like 30 kilometers to that like 100 kilometer. The extension of crust, the spread of crust from outer part to energy 30 kilometers. This extend into the like edge into the earth 30 kilometers 30 kilometers to 100 kilometers 30 kilometers to 100 kilometers. So what are the things available in this crust site? This crust site. In that like a speciality there. What things are that like a available? What things are available in this crust also? Right? What is the speciality of that like this crust? Right? The crust mostly consists of that like a various kinds of rocks. The crust, the crust consists consists of different kinds of rocks. Different kinds of rocks are that like various kinds of that like yes rocks we find in that like a crust also there. When we are dig that like after 30 kilometers to that like below 100 kilometers, we find that like a different types of like rocks also there. For example, we go to that like yes Chimakurti or that like a Maturu, that we go to that like the granites. People also they are digging that like a soil also they collect that like a different types of that like a stone from that yes mines also there. Those are also to be exported in that like yes other countries say. So the internal structure of that like the first layer of that like internal structure of that like edge, crust side. This is extend from that like a 30 kilometers to that like a 100 kilometers side, and also the different types of the rocks available in crust. Today we use that like a different as rocks also there. Next one, mantle. Next one, another layer, another layer. So crust also completed. Next, mantle. Second one, mantle, crust, mantle. Third one is core. Third one, score jai. So second one that we are discuss about that like a yes, mantle jai. So mantle is a this is that like a, the spread of that like a inside of that like a air jai. So after 100 kilometers to that like a 2,900 kilometers, mantle extend 100 kilometers to 2,900 kilometers. The spread of mantle inside the earth. So this is that like a 30 to 100. This is that like a 100 to 2,900 kilometers. Mantle stays are that like a, the part of that like a the layer, the second layer like a mantle jet. So what is the speciality that the upper part of that like a mantle is like a viable layer or which is that like a crust floated there. This is consist of mainly that like a chemicals. Example of that like a silicates also there. So the mantle is a after crust, the crust also floated on that like a mantle there. The crust floated on mantle. So how that like a some things also there like a floated on that like a water also there. The first layer floated on the mantle there. So this is also that like a how that like a different kinds of that like a rocks also available in that like a crust also there. Here the chemicals are available in this layer there. Chemicals chemicals are available available in this layer are the that like a mantle or that like a available layer which is that like a crust floats. This consists mainly this consists mainly chemicals. So example of silicates. Example silicates. So available in that a mantle stays. Right? Mantle stays the extension of Mantle 100 kilometers to that like a 2,900 kilometers, right? And we find that like in this layer, chemicals, different types of that like chemicals also available in this one day. Next layer, core. Core also divided into that like a two parts. Next one, the third layer, core. The third layer is called a. So this is that like a 2,900 to that like a 6,376 kilometers. Its extend is extend 2,900 kilometers to 6,000 6,376 kilometers. It's occupied the core completely. Okay, so this is the core is occupying that like a 2,900 kilometers to 6,376 kilometers. So here the core divided into that like a two parts. And what is that like a here the thickness? It is that like a composed of that like a dense and a heavy substances like a iron and like a nickel. What is the things like a available in that like a yes for that? How is that like a, the crust? There is a is available of that like a different kinds of that like a rocks. In mantle stage also mantle layer also we find that like a different types of that like a chemicals and like the core also here the iron and happy sir happy right